Sometimes keeping it real can go horribly wrong. We gotta pick our spots. It's good to be real sometimes. It's good to be phony sometimes. Yes, I said it. Phony. Think I'm this nice in real life? That, son. Because I'm on TV. I'm wild. If you don't believe me that keeping it real ain't the best thing, then take a look at this.
You know what? It was Donovan the quarterback of the team when he was playing. It was on him. We helped him out tremendously, though.
That's the whole point of this. That's what I mean.
No, it's not. Okay,
you helped out Donovan.
Okay, it is. Okay.
I'm just trying to follow.
You got it. I'm tired of this conversation. I am so fucking tired of this fucking conversation.
What are you doing?
Because I'm tired of this conversation. I really am.
Right,
I'm tired of.
Oh man.
You're watching When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong.
Yeah. Happy Juneteenth. Huh? Happy Juneteenth. Yeah, man. First and foremost, welcome to the DY Proj channel. I'm your guy, DY Fly, coming live and direct from HQ. What it
This
do?
is culturally inappropriate.
That's right. Listen, did y'all have to work today? Your boy didn't have to work today. You know, they closed down the markets. But I'll be back to it on Monday. But I'll tell you who did have to work today. Deacon Hugh Douglas. Yeah, it seems like he was making waves today, and I wasn't expecting to get on, but you know what? It's always something in Eagles Nation. That's what I was trying to point out in my last video, which I'll get to more in depth in this video. But let's play the clip, and then we're going to break it down. So let's start right here.
You know what? It was Donovan the quarterback of the team when he was playing. It was on him. We helped him out tremendously, though.
That's the whole point of this. That's what I mean.
No, it's not.
You're watching When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong.
Okay,
you helped out Donovan.
Okay, it is. Okay.
I'm just trying to follow.
You got it. I'm tired of this conversation. I am so fucking tired of this fucking conversation.
What are you doing?
Because I'm tired of this conversation. I really am. I'm tired of. You know what?
Deacon Hugh Douglas said not on Juneteenth.
Wu-Tang!
Yeah. Not on Juneteenth. I'm not playing the game today. All right? I'm not doing it. And you know what? Manta Simba says, what's hilarious about this is that Hugh has allowed this clown to issue on Jalen for so long that he thinks that it's just an automatic that Hugh is going to agree with him. And that's on Hugh. But it's clear that he's sick of Buddy's ish. This is a learning experience for me because this is where you have to extend people grace. You have to extend people grace because we've all been there, man. It's like you wake up and you go to a job and you really like the job, right? You enjoy being there. But it's just sometimes there's a person or two or whatever, and they just make the workplace a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. Now, I'm not saying that's the case right here. I think Hugh just got, he's just tired of playing the game, and he said it's Juneteenth and not today. Right? I think Hugh was just tired of playing the game today. Maybe that's it. He's just like, you know what? I don't feel like let's dump all over our Super Bowl winning quarterback and our Super Bowl MVP quarterback. I don't feel like playing that game today. All right? Especially since you're a Giants fan. Yeah, man. Hold on, let me play this again.
It was Donovan the quarterback of the team. Okay,
you helped out Donovan.
Okay, it is. Okay.
I'm just trying to follow.
You got it. I'm tired of this conversation. I am so fucking tired of this fucking conversation.
What are you doing?
Because
what are you doing? Why are you acting like that? What's going on? You're dropping the F-bombs. You need earmuffs. Get out of here, man. He knows what he's doing. And you know what's funny? I'm going to play the longer version, right? So we get some context. But if this guy, Despicable Me, he's not even an Eagles fan. Allegedly, he's a Giants fan, right? So I'm going to play this longer clip just to get a little bit more context to show you why Hugh got so upset in the moment.
Water.
I'm not. If you say a quarterback is a win, if wins or a quarterback
explain to me how is it that if the quarterback doesn't win, it's the team win? I mean, how does that work for you?
Because if the quarterback plays well and you lose, it's a team loss.
And like I said yesterday, to me it feels like, especially when we have this conversation about Jalen Hurts, that's when we start to split the hairs. And to me, as a former player, it don't work like that.
From ancient times to recent times, that's always been the case. Wins and losses are a quarterback stat. That's the way it goes. Period, point blank. That's the bottom line. If you go and look up, you know what? I'll do it in real time. Jeff Garcia. Y'all remember Jeff Garcia, right? You look at this. Wikipedia. No, not under his, look at this. Hold on. Bam. You see this right here? Quarterback record, 58-58, right? Let's do, Mark Brunell. Bam. 78-73, right? Let's look up Jeff Saturday, right? Do you see a win-loss record right here? No, because it's a quarterback stat. That's the way it is. And this guy knows it. He's just being dense. He thinks he's being literal because he's like, oh, well, you know, the sky is blue because the reflection of the earth is just off the earth.
Shut your raggedy ass up and sit the fuck down. Shut up!
It's asking you how it makes sense when
it does, like Joe.
But it answered okay. I know your logic makes sense. I'm trying to lay out what is real. Jalen has had games. Let's use the Buffalo game this year, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't play well in Buffalo. Let's just call it for what it is. They didn't have a completion in the second half. It was a really, really tough game for the offense. He won. So he gets a win for that. But Super Bowl 57, maybe the greatest game of his career when you really think about the moment and the game and what Mahomes was doing on the other side. He was brilliant. And I'm supposed to call him a loser for that day?
See, what Despicable Me is trying to do here, he thinks he's being slick, but he's not good. He really isn't good. What he's trying to do here is going forward, anytime Jalen has an off game, right, and the rest of the team plays well, he's going to try to discredit the win that it goes under Jalen's name, right? He's going to try to do that and then be like, oh, well, he really doesn't deserve the win, but blah, blah, blah. He's not good. He's not good. We see what you're trying to do, this Giants fan, but let's just finish this up.
And a winner for the Buffalo game? It's preposterous.
You know what, Joe? I hate to do it like this, but this is the only recourse that you've left me. There's not a person that has played this game that does not feel the way that I do because that's the way you've been wired to play the game. It's on the quarterback.
So it's the quarterback's fault when
he went to the only if you laced them up, you know what I'm talking about card, huh?
when you lost.
What you talking about? What you talking about? When? Were you talking about in the Super Bowl?
No,
or when we lost the game? If we were on the field last, then and we couldn't get him back the ball, yes, that's on us.
If he had the ball last and you had given up, you know what? You brought up you're playing this. I'm curious. If you gave up 30 and you
it was on us. That was on the defense.
That's not what you're saying, Q. You're saying it's on the quarterback, win or lose. You're telling us that.
No,
so then I'm saying to
Joe,
you,
let me. You started this conversation and you asked me,
yes,
is winning a quarterback stat?
Yes.
And then you started to muddy the waters, talking about, well, if he loses this, no, Joe. If the quarterback wins the game, he won. If the quarterback gets a W, it's on him.
And that's how it's always been. We know this, Hugh. We know. He's being literal. He's being dense. Whatever, man. Whatever. He's a Giants fan. We can't take what he has to say too seriously. He's a Giants fan. Again, I didn't even connect the dots with what I was trying to say until I got off the podcast. But that's what I was saying before in my last video. Basically, WIP is the official radio station of the Philadelphia Eagles, right? The Eagles know this guy is a Giants fan. So his job is basically to keep hitting the beehive of bees, which is us, the fans. And since we're so engaging on every platform, we're always going to bite. It's just the way we are, right? So I've heard people say that the Eagles should take away WIP's contract. Well, maybe they like the tension. They like the push and pull, or maybe they believe that pressure makes diamonds, which I believe it does. But there's been a story every week except one since the season ended. Now that seems kind of intentional to me. It's just been OD. You know, I know it's Philly and it's, there's always something going on, but it's usually we're making moves. We're signing a player here, cutting a player there. It's usually, transactional. It's not a whole bunch of drama just everywhere. Like it's been something every effing week, right? So the front office or whoever controls the contract or whatever, they see what's going on. They know what's going on. They know the relationship between the media, the fans, and the team. And maybe they exploit it. It's just my thoughts though. But Hugh, we hear you. Hold on. Let's play this again before we wrap it up.
Okay.
I'm just trying to follow.
No, you got it. I'm tired of this conversation. I am so fucking tired of this fucking conversation. Because I'm tired of this conversation. I really am. I'm tired of. You know what? It was not.
What are you doing?
Wu-Tang!
That's your button, Hugh.
Wu-Tang!
Yeah. That's Hugh Douglas's button. In fact, we got to give Hugh grace. He's seen the light, and hopefully this is his stance moving forward. Hopefully he doesn't get fired for it. You know? Hopefully they let him actually be him. And if this is how he really feels about Jalen, then we could listen to it, because we need to have both sides. And in fact, if we take a look at the believers and the non-believers for Jalen, Hitman, Hurts,
The excellence of execution.
and our Lord and Savior, Sean Mannion. That's right. It looks like we're going to have to move Deacon Hugh Douglas to the believer side, right? It seems like he's a believer. Maybe. Hopefully he doesn't switch up. If he switches up, I'm going to be tight, y'all. But also John Ritchie. I've heard him lately, and he is excited for the West Coast offense to be back in Philly. So we're moving him to the believer side. And ESP coming off the top rope. You know, I had him in the middle for a minute, and then the list came out of his top 11 Philadelphia athletes, and he had Jalen Hitman Hurts at number 1 out of all 4 sports. So, like I said before, ESP, his on-air personality when he's live on YouTube and on air or whatever is very different from his Twitter personality, which seems to be, you know, he's trying to reach a broader audience and try to, you know, I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's just different. It's just different. But I guess we can put him on this side for now. And then we're going to find out where Jason Avant and Chris Broussard is later. So shout out to Hugh Douglas. Let's just honor Hugh real quick. Let's look at his numbers. He had 12.5 sacks one year. He had 2 sacks another year. He got hurt, but then he came back with a vengeance and got 15.5 sacks, 21 tackles for loss, an interception. Oh my gosh. I'm sure he made an all-pro if he had that. 9.5 sacks the next year, 12.5 sacks the year after that. And then he went to Jacksonville, and then he was on the Super Bowl team, the 2014 that I'll never forget. He came back and had 3 sacks. So shout out to Hugh. You know, hopefully he gets to represent going forward.
Wu-Tang!
But I know there's been trade talks about Max Crosby going on, and, you know, I'm for it. You know, I'd rather have TJ Watt. I mean, if we were going to go after Myles Garrett, we might as well go get TJ Watt. That's my stance on it. But, you know, I don't know what the contract situation. I'll let Howie, you know, figure that out. But let's listen to this guy, Chase Sr. Guys, I'm about to play this clip for you. And to me, I've said this for years. This guy is a mole. He's a mole for the 49ers, okay? I don't like going after content creators. I don't know if he's actually a content creator instead of like a quasi reporter or whatever for the 49ers and the Eagles. I don't know how that works either, but he's clearly a mole for the 49ers, guys. Clearly. Even this guy, Jake Friel, says, love you, brother, but if the Eagles didn't want to include Carter in a trade for Myles Garrett, why would they do it for Max Crosby? But you know what? I'm going to play this clip. I want to apologize for it in advance because you're going to lose at least like a million, maybe 2 million brain cells just listening to this. And your IQ level is going to drop at least 50 to 100 points. So here we go.
Max Crosby trade ideas. I got a couple that I want to relate to the audience, and I know some people will be fired up. Some people will like these trades. Some people won't like them. How about this one right here? Eagles receive Max Crosby. They trade away Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith.
Shut your raggedy ass up and sit the fuck down.
Shut up! Here's my thought process here. Jalen Carter is due for a contract extension, which will owe him more than $30 million per year. The Eagles exercise his 5th-year option. The Eagles exercise the 5th-year option of Nolan Smith. You can't afford to pay everybody, right? The Eagles want to pay Quinyon Mitchell coming up. They want to pay Cooper DeJean coming up. They want to pay Jalix Hunt. They just paid Jonathan Grenard. They've got a lot of really good pieces on this defense. They can't pay everybody.
And that's Howie's job, to figure it out. Listen, we're not trading 2 of our biggest assets for a guy. Max Crosby actually is on our timeline. He's about 27, 28 years old. You know, he's a really good player. But no, we're not giving up both Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. That's just asinine. It's retarded. Let's stop. Okay? And this guy, how many? 25,000 of y'all follow this guy? Oh, my goodness.
Buddy. And so, if you trade away Carter, Nolan Smith, you don't have to give them contract extensions. Max Crosby's deal, as he's in his late 20s, is actually somewhat affordable from a cap standpoint.
Just go after TJ Watt. Let's pull him out of purgatory from the Steelers or whatever, and let's go after it. Let's go after it. But we're not giving up Jalen Carter. We want to pair whatever edge that we get. We want to pair him with Jonathan Grenard, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis. That's what we want to see. Okay. So if that means Jalen Hunt needs to go and Nolan Smith needs to go, then fine. So be it. I would do that for TJ Watt. But both of those guys for Max Crosby, no. Jalen Carter or Nolan Smith for Max Crosby, absolutely not.
To get a great player, which Max Crosby is, you have to give up great assets, whether it be in the draft or player assets. And this could be a deal. I talked to Mitchell Renz, host of the Raiders Report, biggest Raiders show on planet Earth. He said he would take this deal right now. And I said, you might
Really? What'd you think?
have to throw in, if you're the Eagles, maybe a third-round pick, but that's an option.
All right, enough of you. Anyway, someone else, he made a hypothetical trade idea, and I was kind of feeling it. David says the Raiders get the Eagles' first-round pick and Nolan Smith, and the Eagles get Max Crosby and Michael Mayer. And I thought about that, and that's not bad. That's not bad. The only thing is that first-round pick that we got from the Patriots is kind of like a contingency plan of some sort. I feel like that's like a plan for the offensive line just in case they don't work out, or something for the defense, maybe a wide receiver. But I would definitely do this. I like Michael Mayer. The only reason why he doesn't get more pub is because of Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is a beast, y'all. Like, I finally watched his highlights. I don't watch Raiders games, but I finally watched his highlights, a couple months ago after the season ended. And that dude is big and he be moving. That dude, he looks really like, I wouldn't want to play defense a good time. He looks like he's very hard to tackle. It looks uncomfortable because he's all jacked up and he's like moving. That dude's really good. But Michael Mayer, he's actually a good player. If you look here, his rookie year, he did what he did, maybe 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Brock Bowers came on the scene. But if you look at college, he had 71 receptions, 840 yards, and 7 touchdowns. And then the next year, I believe it was his junior season, he had 67 receptions, 809 yards, and 9 touchdowns, which is, both of those seasons are incredible for a tight end. So I wouldn't be opposed to that if he got thrown in there. We don't know what's going to happen with Eli Stowers. He seems like a good prospect. Or Mayer could be the guy once Goddard decides to leave, right? Or we let him go. And then we have a combo of Stowers and Mayer, right? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Lastly, Mellow Hype, he posted this and he said this might be the cause for the shoulder injuries for Jalen Carter. The lack of holding calls against the defensive tackle can directly contribute to shoulder injuries. Uncalled holding causes the shoulder injuries, the jerk and twist motion, the leverage and overextension. Maybe we should just give Jalen Carter some time, We should give him some time. Yeah, man, if you're still watching Speakeasy, just go do something better with your time. Actually, you know what? The next time you think about clicking a Speakeasy video, you know what you should do? You should start your own YouTube channel. Start your own YouTube channel. Do something more constructive. It'll be better for you. Yeah, man. Look at this. Do you see this? They don't need him. We don't need Jalen Carter.
Shut your raggedy ass up and sit the fuck down.
Shut the fuck up!
Just stupid ass shit, man. So, you see these USA uniforms, them joints is clean. Super clean. But that's all I got. Again, shout out to Hugh.
That follow.
You got it. I'm tired of this conversation. I am so fucking tired of this fucking conversation.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Wu-Tang!
That's Hugh Douglas's official button. But yeah, man, if y'all not privy to what's going on, again, go over to the DY Pride shop and get your merch.
This is culturally inappropriate.
That's right. We just added some new gear. Makai lemon shirts. You see, we got the Makai Lemon Combine signature shirt. We got the Killer Kai with the signature on it. That joint is very clean. Then we got the When Life Gives You Lemons draft day shirt. That joint is that piff. So, you guys go over there and go to the DY Prod shop and get your Makai Lemon merch. We made it into a crew neck and a hoodie. And then we got the graphic tee, the Combine signature tee. And then we got the When Life Gives You Lemons t-shirt. So you got all three for the summer and for the winter. So yeah, man, we're adding new stuff every single day. And yeah, man, go get your merch. Go get your merch. Jalen Hitman Hurts. Y'all know what he is.
The excellence of execution.
But that's all I got. Shout out to Hugh Douglas.
Wu-Tang!
Happy Father's Day for all the fathers out there. Me and my pops, we're going to go hit the links and we're going to shoot 18 holes, and I'm going to have my little brother carry our bags. I'm going to tip him though. Nah, he going to play too, but maybe not. I don't know. But we're going to grab a steak afterwards and we're going to do our thing. But happy Father's Day to everybody else. Hit the like button, subscribe, go Birds.